What's up, guys? Matthew getting ready to watch Season 1, Episode 7 of Shogun. This fantastic... Is this my favorite miniseries of all time? I don't... No, wait. I don't know if I spoke about this last episode, but I just learned that there apparently is a second season in the works. So I guess this isn't a miniseries anymore. Whoop-de-fucking-do. It's a good show. I like the show. Obviously, you guys know me. I'll yap a lot at the end, but I do want to hop straight into the episode. If you guys do like the video, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the Flying Through Actions up on Patreon, and by this time, I am already completely done Season 1 over on Patreon, so please check that out if you're interested. And if you do enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Let's get into it. that end scene got me so hyped, and I know some horrific shit is about to be... damn, we already had a war battle? Or is this another flashback? Oh my god. They have done, not as surprisingly as in like I didn't expect the show to be quality, but I mean just mean for like the other war-themed media I've seen, like they do a really good job at showing the fucking sheer brutality of this shit. Oh my god, look, he's like a fucking demon. Lurking in the shadows, Jesus. I would assume that is when he was... Yeah, that's how he got his first real big notoriety, maybe? Don't tell me this is all going to be about young... Obviously, the last episode, I think, started off with a flashback, so... Props to the culture, like, and respect to the balls on some of these men who can actually do this shit. I don't care if I fucking embarrass myself. I look like a stupid little weenie whiner. I ain't accepting death. I'm running away. Fuck what they gotta say about me after I die. My god. That is fucking horrifying. Oh my god. Oh my god! Like, that is... I don't know how to explain... Like, it's not obviously, like, violence-wise. I've seen a lot bloodier, a lot crazier. But, like, the visceral close-up of it really, like, elevated it in terms of, like, ugh. Meeting for terms? Oh, no. Old ally, maybe? Or maybe an old... Not... Somewhere between an old rival and an old friend? Whoa, brother. Are they... I assume they're not very super close. Maybe they had an argument. Maybe some sort of jealousy. Yo, this mist, it's... Dude, why did... You guys know me. Like, the cinematography, the landscapes, the everything. Like, I got goosebumps right now. And it's just people fucking walking up to a meeting. That's how good this is. I was gonna say, no choice but to summon this bum. It's fine. Is this like a full-blown blood brother or like a brother-in-law or something like that? I love the recurring trope of a old friends or old brothers with tension at the beginning, and they immediately start making jokes and laughing at each other. We're manipulating him really well. I was gonna say, tonight, let's celebrate, baby. I need to go to one of these motherfuckers. For some, like, every sort of Japanese or samurai or, you know what I mean? Or even like Norway, Sweden, Iceland, Finland, those sort of places too. I feel like hot springs are so fucking relevant in the culture. I need to go to one of these fucking things. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lord urges you to be at your best and to please carry your swords, as is befitting a Hatamoto.
Lord, may I ask?
When am I getting my ships and my people?
I mean that I'm to be given maritime command during our attack.
Motherfucker, you're gonna be the first one in the building. We gotta watch you.
お尋ねでございます。
安心の船のことも役目のことも何も決めてはおらぬ。この話はこれでしまいじゃ。
Keep you up in the air until the very last second, so you can't formulate a plan.
安心をここへ呼んだのは好天の話をするためではない。
I urge you to let this go.
Fuck that shit! You bowing out? Or are you gonna let it simmer for a couple days before bringing it back up again?
これは王子様。
Fuck you, bitch!
話すだけなら構わんだろ。
王子様のような。
Motherfucker gonna kill her out of jealousy?
その方の茶屋を汚れとるわ。
安心様がこの茶屋で何をなさろうと私が口出しする筋合いではございませぬが。よくよく思い返してみ。
Uh-oh, don't fucking taunt him. Don't get him on your bad side. Okay.
心は別の方のもとにあったよ。
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Gonna spread this shit around? Obviously, this motherfucker is the smartest human in the history of existence, so he's gonna formulate some sort of plan. Well, smartest behind... what am I blanking? Toranaga, Jesus.
また皆が揃いました。このお務めを果たしました。
Goosebumps again.
私も自害して灰になるつもりでございます。
Jesus, fuck.
なぜ生きようとせぬ。何故二人が命を懸けた勝利を味わおうとするのだ。
Obviously, like, culturally, I expect it. But it focuses on war, but I mean, this show somehow still is, like, hopeful. And it makes me emotional.
どうか全軍を挙げて大阪に攻めてこぬかの。初めて敵を討ち取った時は初めて女子を知るより心地よいものじゃ。
Okay, buddy.
どこでそのようなことを。
They were wrong.
兄上の息子もようやく一人前になりましたな。
That ain't no man. That's a bum.
お主の父親もそうであった。
何を言うか。お腹を垂らすことに関しては。
Okay, we don't need to hear about fucking dick measuring contests.
でも誰事。兄上は年を見せる。
What's so funny?
Saiki-sama remarks about how long it has been since he has seen Nagakado-sama.
He's so fucking comically evil.
あのように一心に安心様への務めを果たされるのをご覧に。
Oh my god.
殿への務めという。
Oh my god, you're fucking... Okay, obviously he's formulating plans, but like, that's blunt.
大変光栄にございます。我が父の若い頃の話をしてくださいませんか。
He was a bum, he was a drunk.
うってつけの話が。兄上が元服を迎えん年で初陣に勝ったのは知っておるか。吉井虎長、戦の神道じゃ。じゃがすごいのはその。
He's old, like, that's scary. Especially older times, you got a fucking warlord who's old, you know he's fucking good.
わずか12の小わっぱでありながら敵将の首を一刀のもとに切り落としたのじゃ。
I don't want to say that all of these stories or that flashback is completely fake, but I could see a world in which maybe there was a slight embellishment of the story to make him seem more powerful. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tinfoil hatting.
兄上の申し出じゃ。拙者が伊豆の領主になればどんな伝説が生まれていたことか。じゃが別の申し出を受けたばかりでござってな。
Holy fuck. Holy fuck! This some red wedding shit? What do you mean? I give fucking props to this man, Psyche! My full fucking respect, you snake. I love it. He wants a better offer. Give him a better offer. I mean, a snake like this, I feel like you can always broker a better deal.
領主の命により
速やかに降伏の上大坂に途上なさるべく候こと。なお返答の儀は東方の使者大老佐伯信達殿に申し伝えられるべく候。
Wow, fuck! That is a better deal. I don't blame him, and I don't really think you can offer him anything better than that.
かような名よ。断れる者がおりましょうや。
その方天下を。
Yeah, but I get my raise, baby.
ご決心がつくまでご家臣一同も。
Yo, I like Psyche too, man. I cannot lie, baby.
Half his men will commit seppuku out of allegiance to him.
My Rasmus is still moored in that cove. If you could get me the clearance I need to go aboard, then tonight I could go below, test the bilges. Easy dive over the side, check the keel. She'll need careening and scraping. Yabushige's men could help with stepping the spare bowsprit.
Oh my god, dude. I love how, like, good at a sailor he is. I know that's kind of cringy or simple to say, but...
We could.
We're stuck, my man. Not physically, but we ain't letting that shit happen.
指導様はその返答として五十嵐殿をそなたのもとへ戻そうとお考えになったのじゃ。
I don't think we need to open it.
Is that Ishido-sama?
You're not getting it back.
Bloody wonderful.
You never were and you never will. Smarten up and realize that now.
天中に佐伯の軍勢が見張っておる。お主が江戸に着く前に我々は皆殺しにされておる。
Oh, these fucking bums, man. If I was in charge.
これは虎長様。
Fuck out my face. Not now. Not ever, but not now.
マリコ様に線香一本分のひとときをお約
帰って税
束いただき。
関上でもしておれ。それどころでないのかわからぬか。
いや、長門。
You gonna send the kid?
約束は約束じゃ。我らに残された時が線香何本分かは。
Oh, okay, never mind.
まだ見ぬ行く末についての私の一案をお聞き届けくださいますと。
何が望みじゃ。
歌方の世に生きるとはどのようなことか。殿はご存知でございます。
She's like a haunting figure.
お偉い殿方にお尽くしすることにございます。若さ、勢力、知恵、色か、すべてを捧げ尽くしまする。やがて老いてしなびれば花は捨てられる。
それがわしに何の関わりがあるのじゃ。
殿は江戸に新しい都を作りになっておられまする。そこでこれから先の手本を示すことがおできに。
You want a spot in it? I assume she's got information.
一丁分を思い浮かべてくださります。その囲いの中に遊女屋というよりは私がこの地に作りました茶屋のような店をひとまとめに集めるのでございます。
She's a businesswoman, and I really respect that.
私どもに明るい先行きをお与えくださります。
Do you have information? Like,
Like,
what am I getting from this other than like financial gain?
耳新しい話であった。良い気晴らしになったぞ。
This man has literally never said a non-badass / memorable sentence in his life.
法もない願いを叶えるには、わしの先行きは短すぎよ。
そうでございます。
Are you going to assassinate me?
殿のご側近方は殿の最後は近いと思っておいででしょう。
She's
される私。
going manipulative mode.
我が宿命はすでに定まった。
宿命は刀と同じ。
Uh-oh. Banger line.
けとなります。
Banger line alert.
私は極貧の生まれ、浮かれ目として育ちました。かような忌まわしい宿命、呪わぬ者が
Born in it. I bred it. I rose from it.
あれど辛酸をなめるうちに野心とテレンテグラが
Oh. You got something to offer. I know you do.
今の私はいずれ一番の女長者にござりまする。
all these. Why do I have like 20 top 5 characters?
同じでござります。ただ腑に落ちぬのでございます。虎長様、迫り来る軍勢あれば患者が知らせるわけがなかろうに、手勢を弱らせたまま放っておいて弟君を迎えると。
He's already 18 steps ahead. He's he's 83 steps ahead.
望んでそうしておると思うのか。我が軍勢を壊滅させたあの地震の後で。
お詫び申し上げまする殿。私の思い違いだったのでございましょう。私などに何がわかりましょう。こんな遊女の慣れの果てのババアに。
A formidable foe. he's so iconic.
時折あの頃の暮らしに戻りとうなりまする。あの南蛮
Are
性
you
が
just
来る
going to
前の
continue to be manipulated and outclassed by Omi? Or are you going to stand up and do some shit?
あまりに多くのものが取り上げられてしまいました。かつての良き者は皆我らがより多くを求めたがゆえに奪われてしまうたのでござる。
我らに入り用なのは策のみじゃ。ふぬけ侍どもを片っ端から叩き切ってくれようぞ。
And he'll formulate a plan that makes himself come out higher than you.
お主の悪たれ口は刀と同じで生蔵じゃ。
He's teleporting now.
こたびはわしも思い悩んでおる。お主の父とわしは不仲とはいえ肉親であることに変わりはないゆえな。
ご自分のされたことを恥とは思われませぬか。
Nah.
名を残すためとあらば恥も外聞もあるものか。己はどうじゃなかだ。
You ain't gonna get to Nagakado, but I would assume you're going to get to Omi. Omi will see a path. They're gonna trash talk to each other with the language barrier. Oh my god, it's someone who he can vent to. Train him.
This appears to be
He's so evil. He's on like a pirate, dude.
two hands. Again.
Hey, if you don't like him, you don't trust him, whatever. But if you're going into a fucking battle with him, you want him to have a little bit of understanding of it, I would assume. Ain't no point in crawling back. He's gonna keep walking. You weren't invited to the play date, Buntaro. No balls. It's interesting that it seems like the women fight with that weapon more, but it kind of looks heavier. Obviously, I would also assume it gets them like further or reach away, so it could be a benefit, but I don't know.
本来ならば拙者が一同の比例を咎めるべきでござった。拙者にもっと度胸があれば忠義殿も藤殿の
I mean, sure, but I mean, this is fucking... I don't know. Obviously, it's their culture, but killing yourself for disrespect, it's a stupid thing in the first place. Just realized there's been no Uchiba this episode. My baby! My girl!
殿に申し上げたき義がございます。妻の同席もお許し願いません。
Right here, right now? You gonna call for his execution?
何故じゃ。あの万人が殿に付き従うておるのは。
Yeah, as is most people here probably. I mean, obviously there's that sense of loyalty, but still.
いや気に入りません。安人がその方の
Soliciting the affections of your wife.
いかにもマリコ殿がそれを許しておるとそう申すのか。万人の首をと申しましたが妻の首をと申しておりません。わしの問いに答えよ。その通りであると思うなら妻の首も即座に跳ねるの。
What dude, this again, like I'm not like disrespecting or like, but like this culture is crazy. It's jarring because of how it's not like the necessarily the Japanese aspect. It's just more like the older time period aspect of it.
あなたはどういう立場にあるのじゃ。
私は友にお仕えしておりまする。
そなた決まってそう申すが、あの万人が絡むといつも物事の順序。
He's Rizzy.
そのようなことはござりません。
裏と表を使い分けるのはもうよさぬか。裏か表かじゃ。父の敵と戦うわしの側におるのか。
Oh my god.
それとも万人の側におるのか。どちらかを選ぶのじゃ。
He has such presence. And it's one of those things, I think I said this in other reactions. Any language other than your own seems so serious.
待ちながら時を過ごすのは苦しみの川で溺れ続けることに似て。
Yo, that's horrible, yet like so vivid in the despair.
愛することをお許しくださりませ。
Still, she's still on with this shit. Wow. That scene was fucking... I have such intense goosebumps right now. And now they're hitting us with overhead shots? Jesus. Was it
その話ではないわ。
overstated or...
敵将の首をはねた話よ。溝口の。
Oh, maybe it wasn't a, maybe it was actually just... Oh, it took him multiple times. Looked weak.
お主も見ておったであろう。
7 times.
旅でございましたぞ。首が落ち。
God damn, even I feel like my out of shape ass could get in like 5.
わしはその方に降伏し、大坂に参ることを承知いたす。
We gonna... Or are we just going to...
ひいては石堂殿のご意。
I would assume we're going to just do Crimson Sky once we go there. When they may have their guard down a little bit.
わしの腹はもう決まっておる。たとえ逆賊が救うておろうとも、日の本を分断するなど、誰であろうといたしてはならんことじゃ。皇天は誤りであった。
Maybe I was wrong. I don't think so, though. Maybe I could definitely see a world in which Nagakata would initiate it by himself. Oh, brother. This is why we love Blackthorn. Let's fucking kill him right here. Oh, wow. I just leave him. He knows he's fucked. I mean, he knows he's fucked whichever way, but this way especially.
Brilliant master of trickery. Who tricked his own loyal vassals into...
Let him cook. I mean, Tornaga is one of those characters I just expect him to win in all scenarios. So, I will let him do what he wants.
本日よりどこへも勝手に参られるよ。
Look down on me?
はや兄上は
You think you have a cornered animal. You have... No. I truly, I will never be led to believe that that is the case.
こたびのことが片付けばお前を
He's gonna kill... Obviously, spy... I don't know. Maybe spy? I don't know. I predicted that Kiku would be a spy for... Tornaga.
7番目の側室じゃ
I mean, if we kill him, you can't make the vote. And they gotta find a new one.
喜びを高める道具がございます。
What do you mean? Are you going to peg me? Whoa, no, no, no. Never mind.
ようやく男になろうと思うたか。
Strike now! He don't got anything! Don't fucking fumble this. Nagakata, do not fumble this. No, not the door! The minute you get your power, are you gonna let it slip away? It is over. It ain't all you chalked it up to be, my man. Oh my god! They pulled a fucking Fargo on me! That is an all-time death! That is an all-time death. This stupid, fucking, naive little boy. He's still dead, though, probably. That's I got goosebumps. Like, that is... I don't know if I don't think I have spoken about it, because I haven't really done it, but I love anticlimax. When done correctly, and that is the perfect perfect fucking example of it, in my opinion. That was beautiful and excellent. Gin. I kept forgetting her name, and I really wanted to get that down because I think she was my fucking MVP of the episode. That was, again, I got goosebumps like streaming down my neck. Like, that was such a good episode with an incredible ending. Real quick, I'll get into each of the characters. I do want to talk about Toranaga real quick because obviously, it's Toranaga the GOAT. Okay? Toranaga GOAT. Okay, did I say it right? He is, like, it's obvious. He's not 100% bowing down. You know what I mean? He's such a schemer. He's a trickster. He's got shit up his sleeve so fucking deep or three-dimensional that he can't even tell his closest loyalties. I'm trying to think what that would be if I've been given any hints, or I probably have, and I've missed them. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think here. Again, my immediate thought was like, it's okay to surrender to go to Osaka because the plan, Crimson Sky, is to fucking charge Osaka. You know what I mean? So, if anything, we're being given a free pass to just fucking slowly walk there. And don't worry about any, like, being attacked on the way. But we're also surrounded by an army. Again, maybe I don't know. Because again, the thing with this brother-in-law, is it just as simple as, you know what I mean? They offered him something better. I could see a world in which he has colluded with, not colluded? I could see a world in which he's already contacted his brother-in-law, anticipating the fact that they would offer him something. And that, but I don't know. I feel like he would have told a couple people about that, right? Because again, like I said, I'm thinking the bringing us to Osaka is the part that's a success in this plan. But like, we need the army that's surrounding us on our side if we were actually doing that. So again, that would be my only sort of way. Well, not way, because they can do 100 different things to get Toranaga on top of this. But as of right now, the only thing I could even fathom, and I don't think it's a possibility, but the only thing I could fathom would be that like I said, Saiki and maybe Toranaga have already made this plan. But even, I don't know, because that's the thing too with someone like Saiki. We were just introduced to him. It's the first time I've really seen him, so I don't have like predisposed notions or like how his character is or how he actually is or his actual loyalties. I've just been introduced to him having a happy reunion with his brother-in-law, and then immediately betraying him. So I don't really see a world. I wouldn't put money on it, but that's, like I said, I almost feel like I'm watching a Mr. Robot fucking episode where I just predict 20 different things. That's the only thing that I could plausibly see right now. And if that were to be true, I think that would make Nagakata's death even more brilliant. Because that already, like I said it right after it happened, like I love anticlimax. When done correctly, there's like, it's such a unique feeling, because obviously fiction, it's about climax. But every once in a while, when they fucking catch you off guard with the most fucking thematically fitting yet surprising thing I've seen in a while, it's amazing. I won't go on anymore, but they Fargoed me. I loved that. It's so fun, anticlimactic. And again, it's almost like I gotta say, obviously I push a lot of my love towards Omi just because he's in that sort of my favorite genre of character, the Machiavellian, scheming, manipulative, really smart, really like street smart, understands what's going on, is able to scheme for himself. Nagakado obviously felt like the classic, the quintessential, younger, annoying teenager who tried to grasp for power himself, and it wasn't going to work. It just simply wasn't going to work, and that's another thing too. And the reason that I keep going to like I have full faith in Toranaga. Like I know that he is the ultimate fucking trickster. He is the ultimate schemer. He will have a plan to win. And you're fucking like you hear so much shit about your father and how many people praise him and respect him and love him. You need to do the same. It's obviously he is a entitled, spoiled brat. Not like an asshole. I don't think he was an asshole or anything. So I think he's a good character. He's not like some one-dimensional fucking evil younger kid who's obsessed with I mean? He felt very multifaceted and very complex yet childish, which I think is hard for writers to do. To be quite honest. But I just come on, man, have some fucking faith in your papa, the goat. But I gotta say, and again, because 100%. Jesus Christ, I'm stumbling a lot here. I keep saying things like I think Toranaga. I know that Toranaga has a plan because of the Gin stuff. I know that it is, you know what I mean? The plan is obvious. Not obvious. I obviously know that there is a plan in place. And obviously, Gin, who I want to say my MVP of the fucking episode. I fucking loved her. I love, again, talking about Omi. I love manipulative, scheming, selfish, you know what I mean? People can get information and use the information to their benefit. I fucking love characters like that. And I feel she's smart enough, and obviously she has a lot of connections with the people she meets or runs into in this business. It's very that's honestly a very good position to have a spy in. Not that she's a spy, just more of like a hey, I see what you're doing right now. And, I wasn't even like I don't know how to describe it. Not like it's not blackmail because you can't really blackmail the fucking goat like that. You would die. But it's more of like a hey, I know what you're doing. Help me out here. If that makes any sense. But again, I want to repeat, I love that episode. That might be my favorite episode of the show. I feel like I can say that for almost every episode, to be quite honest. I mean, it's the show is just that fucking good. Consistently all the time, and that's why I fucking love it, to be quite honest. Yabushige was iconic, as always, this episode. He was fucking incredible. He has one of the most expressive, is that the right word? Faces I've ever seen in acting. And I know I talk a lot about like actors like Sarah Snook, and some other people throughout the course of the channel. Mostly Sarah Snook is the person I keep referring to, but I love when actors can portray so many emotions with just facial expressions. And not only like just like the acting, like expression wise, like I can read him, I can read what he's thinking at all times, but just. He's cute. I don't know how to say. He's like a cute little baby. I want to pinch his cheeks every time he smiles. I probably will say that was the episode with the least Blackthorn in it, if I'm recalling correctly. And that's the benefit of having such a strong cast and such a strong ensemble. The episode didn't feel like it missed a beat. Episode felt like you know what I mean. Everyone was perfect. Everyone made up for the loss or the slight absence of the main protagonist. But I guess you could question who is the main protagonist. Because I actually didn't Hiroyuki won Best Actor in a lead drama, I think. Which is kind of crazy because I would easily say that Blackthorn is the main character. But again, we're living in a fucking world where Succession can nominate 3 fucking actors for lead in a drama. So the categories are dead. It's just acting skill. Hopefully that comes down to it at the end of the day. But I want to go back to it. I loved Gin this episode. Definitely my MVP. I liked Psyche, and like I said, I would. If that idea has any sort of oomph about it, the idea of them actually having already. Because again, I'm really trying to think what would be his plan. Like, because it's not some evil, not evil. It's not some like mastermind plan to just be brought to Osaka and then kill the people that are taking you there. That's not that's not like some manipulative mastermind 1,000 IQ plan. That's just fucking killing, you know what I mean? Killing people who have taken you captive. So there has to be some sort of collusion with someone, and the only person that I can think of would be sort of a double crossed by Psyche. So I'm interested to see. I really am. I really am. The Mariko stuff, that conversation with Toranaga was emotional. It almost got me teary-eyed. I think that that was some of the best acting of the show right there. Really, like, that was fucking good. That was fucking good. I love this. I just love the show so much. I really do. And again, props to not props. I really did like Nagakado, and I think I can honestly say he was, you know, alive for 7 episodes, long episodes. I think that that's one of the best portrayals of like a not snobby sort of, you know, annoying teenager who's written really realistically. You know, in the same vein as like a Carl from The Walking Dead, or you know, AJ from The Sopranos, characters like that, to where like they're so realistically written that I feel like they're real fucking people. And again, it is a cliche archetype, but I feel like it's an archetype that is common, especially like in every sort of medieval or, you know, back in the day story, where there's like, you know what I mean, rulers and kings and, you know, dynasties and all that. When, you know what I mean, how can you not feel spoiled when you're probably raised by the king? I'm just using basic terms here, but you're raised by a king who's fucking gluttonous and abuses his people, and it only fucking pays attention to whining and dining and shit like that. And then you know, you're raised, you know, you're not really focused on or anything like that. Now, I do want to make this very clear, and I hope nobody fucking paused it and went, "That's not what Toranaga is like." Yeah, I'm getting to that. It almost feels like, and again, I don't want to disrespect Toranaga, the GOAT, Toranaga-sama, but it almost feels like he had maybe a slight blind spot for his son. Maybe almost as in like he's obviously so smart and so powerful, and especially from a young age he was, that maybe he expected his kid to be the exact same way. And because, like I said, if this Psyche stuff that I'm again, if Psyche was actually on our side the whole time, that would make it extra tragic, because he's a fucking idiot for, you know what I mean, almost ruining the plan. So, you know what I mean? I feel like he didn't trust him enough for good reason. I feel like it's one of those things that's like a circle that never... You can't trust him, so you can't bring him closer, but you also... Because you're not bringing him closer, it's not raising him to be someone you can trust, if that makes any sense. I kind of got those vibes. Because again, that's another thing too. And I think the show does a good job with Toranaga. I mean, Toranaga isn't like a fucking, you know, great, excellent person, an angel or anything like that, or someone you should look up to, a role model. He's kind of has flaws, and he's like I said, he's a trickster. He's a kind of a piece of shit. He's, you know what I mean. He has consorts and all that, but like he doesn't, you know what I mean. It doesn't feel like he's super amazing father. So I don't know. I really like that sort of complexity to his character. It doesn't feel like, again, he feels very capable and very smart and very conniving and manipulative and someone who can scheme and all that, but he's not overpowered. He's not like a 10 out of 10 in all statistics. He has blind spots, and I don't want to say weaknesses because I don't think he's weak in any aspect, but he overlooks certain stuff, and I feel like his relationship with his son was one of them. I feel like just constant looking down upon, and like I said, going into that never-ending circle thing, Nagakata was someone who you should probably look down upon, but it's your fault that he was raised like that in the first place. So, if I'm reading that wrong, tell me I'm fucking wrong in the comments, please. I would love to be corrected on anything that I've said in this show, in any episode, because I want to have I want to understand what I'm watching, if that makes any sense. But I think that's going to be it for me. That was a fantastic episode. I will see you guys next week. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I've got the flying factions on Patreon. As I said in the beginning of the episode, I'm already completely done Shogun over on Patreon. Go check it out if you're interested. And if you do enjoy the content that I make for the channel, please subscribe. It really helps me out, and I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next week.